as articulated as you are, and you try to make me reason something differently to run your agenda, I will speak my mind and I will say what I said again and again and again, yeah? Fam, life bars, whatever, let's run it, yeah? Listen, again, listen. See the thing with Wijnaldum, yeah? I don't think even Klopp wanted Wijnaldum to leave.
No, he didn't.
My opinion.
Klopp didn't, he said that.
So, again...
But you said you were happy for him to go.
Shut the fuck up now, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so do you want me to talk or do you want me to not talk? Give my opinion.
But you were happy for him to go.
You know, because you were rattled before, like when it was your section, you were trying to do the same thing.
I'm good.
I'm calm. I'm still gonna give up. We're just wasting time now, innit? Let me actually make my point.
Yeah, so moving on to Liverpool. Obviously, disappointing result. Have dropped 3 points against West Ham. Game really they should be winning if they're going to challenge for the title. But we've got some questions. We've got a few questions to ask really. Well, what was Alisson doing? Was he samba dancing? Was he salsa dancing? I don't know, because he was flapping around when he was trying to catch that ball. But we'll get to that. We don't know. We'll get to that analysis. So yeah, let's get to it. Was he salsa dancing? Or was he Samba?
Yes. I'll give... Obon is quite tall, isn't it? However you say his name, I think. Whether that played a part.
Man said Obon is tall.
His shorts.
What's
your point? Obon is shorts?
Continue, fam. That's your argument for Alisson making a miss, for missing, because he's tall. But he gets the jump and he's got his hands. He's checking his height. Bro, it's irrelevant if he's tall or not, fam.
Is Obon shorts?
Huh? Bro, does that... Bro, so what? When I put my hands up, I'm 7 foot tall now, aren't I? So what's that got to do with anything?
Fam, TDH jokes, innit? Let's move
on.
No,
it's not a TDH joke, it's a fact. What do you mean? Are you silly? Listen, you've literally just said that, Obon is tall. Bro, when he jumps in the air, Alisson's got his hands. So what's that got to do with the person's height?
Okay, so we live in a world where man can say a word and then the person already knows what he's going to say. And then they already have a conclusion of what I was going to say.
Man, like in life bars, fam. We live in a world now,
fam. I'm going to drop the single bars as well, but I don't want to say that. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be... Listen, like, let me speak.
So where do you think it went wrong, though? Like, obviously, you're microcosming the goal, but where do you think it, on a whole?
I'm never a fan of leaving the keeper with someone who's quite strong and.
I don't mean the goal. Yeah. I mean like the
results in general.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I've been sort of like crying for like in the past few games, innit? Like I feel like after we conceded, we actually played well. Like I even said, like this was a good enough away performance against a very good West Ham team. You know what I'm saying? Very well set up.
They're going against the grain. I said no, but they're
and they're putting out performances, isn't it? They're putting out performance. And then in the second half, say if you look at the goals, like Liverpool, this risky system that they play of being so high, and you look at the goal, it's like Mane lost the ball, and then before you know it, that ball just broke through and it is a counter. It looks like maybe a bit more protection in that middle. You know, Fabinho was cleaning, but there wasn't a lot other than Fabinho. I think like Ox was there. I can't remember who was sort of covering that side. I think it looked like there wasn't enough protection for the defence. All he took was one ball, we lose it, and then we're on a counter. It makes no sense. From a ball to defence to a striker. You know what I mean? So
does that go into your thoughts of... Obviously, the topic was obviously about defensive issues. So you're saying you don't think you have defensive issues. It's more of a...
I think it's the midfield, fam. Listen, Gini Wijnaldum, probably naive, being naive, most people would have said they were happy to lose Gini out of the three midfielders. I know Bill's definitely said that.
There's rumours about Wijnaldum moving on to Barca. If he does, yeah, it's a loss. But I think it's someone who can definitely be replaced.
But like, listen, the thing is, on the serious note though, is Gini's energy in that midfield on the left side is missing completely because he was able to attack, but he's also very good in terms of that press and defensive. So on that transition, it's not just Fabinho's going to clear everything up. That's why you just get that one ball that goes through because Ox can't run like that all game. Yeah. Harvey Elliott couldn't do that all game, and Thiago ain't doing it either.
I'm just thinking about Thiago, Harvey Elliott injury.
Keita as well, yeah.
Wijnaldum was the only one who was.
Yeah, so like literally all of them, man, they're not it, and it's proving it that I think it's the reason why they're getting exposed defensively all the time.
Listen, I said it before, I'll say it again, yeah. No one is ever gonna discredit Wijnaldum. Obviously,
But you were happy for him to go.
Listen to this is when jokes don't make sense. You listen to what the person is saying, and then you listen to it if it makes sense or it doesn't.
But you were happy for him to go, right?
Can I answer the question?
No. But this is the point I'm making now.
There's a difference between being happy for him to go, I don't care, versus listen.
So you didn't care if he left?
Yeah, obviously. Come on, you see me.
But you were happy for him to go and take Thiago.
As articulated as you are. Yeah.
You were happy for him to take Thiago over him. That's
as articulated as you are, pause. As articulated as you are, and you try to make me reason something differently to run your agenda, I will speak my mind and I will say what I said again and again and again. Yeah, fam, life bars, whatever. Let's run it. Yeah. Listen again. Listen. See the thing with Wijnaldum, yeah? I don't think even Klopp wanted Wijnaldum to leave.
No, he didn't.
My opinion.
Klopp didn't. He said that.
So, again...
But you said you were happy for him to go.
Shut the fuck up now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do you want me to talk or do you want me to not talk? Give my opinion.
But you were happy for him to go.
You know, because you were rattled before, like when it was your section, you were trying to do the same thing. I'm calm. I'm still gonna give up. We're just wasting time now, innit? Let me actually make my point. But going back to the point of saying, of all the three midfielders, yeah, would that be? We had Fabinho, who's the DM. No one is taking that role, and he's the best at it. We have Hendo, who's our captain. I rate Hendo for more than just the footballing side of it. Wijnaldum is shits all over him. You know what I'm saying? Everything else that Hendo brings, I will happily have Hendo. You even made a point. You said there was a clip when when they were playing behind closed doors. There was a video where, because you can hear players talking, etc.
Hendo's chatting.
When you can hear Hendo orchestrating the team.
Manager on the pitch.
Not many players can do that. Some players can just play their game, innit?
What's that got to do with Gini? Now let's go back to Gini.
You said I was happy if there was the three that was to lose, it was Gini, and I've given you the reason.
Do you regret saying that?
I've given you the reason. I've given you a reason for Fabinho.
Yeah, I know why you said.
Let me finish. Let me finish my trailer 4. Don't stop me. Let me finish. I've given you a reason because you know I'm making sense, and you want to kind of disrupt, innit? You want to disrupt.
Oh my Lord.
I've given you a reason for Hendo. So what's the only spot on that team on the three? It's Wijnaldum. And going back, fam, Thiago was a serious footballer before he came to Liverpool.
That's what I'm about to say.
I'm wrong.
In hindsight,
okay, I'm wrong.
Are you admitting that you guys losing Gini is a massive issue now? That's what I'm trying to say.
That question, even you can answer it. He can answer it. I can answer it. We cannot answer it.
Is that a yes or no?
But do you know what bigger question is? Why was Gini happy to leave this Liverpool team at the peak of
Gini wasn't happy to leave.
He left.
He wasn't happy to leave.
Okay. Let me say again. You watch Liverpool all the time. You watch the games, yeah, and you talk about Gini being this, being that. But you're saying you don't mind him leaving.
Of the three, like I've given my reason.
You should be saying you don't want him to leave at all.
Thank you.
It shouldn't be off the
That's
three.
what I'm trying to say.
No, yeah. When Gini's leaving the club.
Exactly.
So if you can think like that,
are you listening to
don't value him.
Are you listening to the conversation was about? He was about to leave anyway. So we're talking about if he leaves or not.
Man was like he was about to leave.
Okay. Then I come and say to you, okay. We know he's leaving, but it's like, okay, it's not like Salah where like we are so relaxed. It was a midfielder that I genuinely felt that we could have replaced him with the players that
value him. If you
What
don't value
are
him,
your
fans
thoughts,
don't value
David?
him.
What are your
There's a difference between valuing
Gini
a player
in?
and not valuing a player.
Should he have stayed, or do you feel like he's the missing link in this midfield conundrum that I think is causing their defensive issues?
Yeah, clearly.
But that's clear. That's simple.
That's clear, and I agree. I agree with what Willis is saying in regards to you didn't value. I just don't feel that you didn't value.
Because definitely in the Premier League, they won it with Gini, the Premier League.
Yeah.
The Champions League with Gini,
Of course,
yeah. So they didn't value
Barcelona the second leg.
They didn't value him.
Relay back to start of last season, yeah. If you man genuinely thought, listen, let me finish. Let me finish. Relay back to where we have predictions of that previous season that when Alden wasn't there. Would you say we were favourite to win the league?
Of course, because you're defending champion.
Why? Not necessarily, because we have to, but strong favourites.
What? I'll say you'd be up there with City because
but this is a season Chelsea was good. Chelsea signed players, right? Or am I capping?
This season's Chelsea. We're talking about
last time. You man said Chelsea would have been a serious team because they invested.
Yeah,
and yourselves as well. You would have been right there.
That season.
Yeah, I said that Chelsea was weak because we said. Remember we did the preview show. We said Chelsea this would be a thing, but I still would have thought that you were better than them.
But okay. Your Wijnaldum analogy, yeah. Go back and why would you not sit there at that start of the season and be like, okay, Gini has left. You man, potentially you've lost a key player, and flip it back that way.
We did say that though. We said it in the when it was us three. We said
it. You still blazed you about it. And I even blazed you about it.
You still put us favourites to win the league though. But you still put us favourites to win the league though.
Of course, you're still going to be there.
Why?
Yes.
Because it's not going to be based on the fact. It's not going to be based on the fact that we won the league. It's going to be based on the fact that it's going to be based. Listen to me. It's going to be based on the fact that you still feel we've got a strong enough team to win the league. So it's based on the players, not just because of we won the league.
Yeah, obviously, because obviously you won the league, so it's not like you're Barca. You're not.
So
Messi.
when Leicester won the league, did you think they were going to do it again?
So you went to Leicester now, the greatest Premier League team of all time.
But let me just going back to the Gini transfer. Yeah, let's go. Let me spin it back quickly. Yeah, let's go back to when United were winning trophies. So Scholes, Keane, Carrick, Fletcher.
So when we lost Beckham, does that mean like...
Listen, all them man. Yeah. When we were winning trophies, there was never a time I thought, you know what, I don't mind losing Scholes, I don't mind losing Carrick, I don't mind losing this. There was never a time I thought that when we were winning trophies.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed when the team was going.
And there's no way I'm seeing the board trying to let those players leave on a free, or even letting them leave. You give them the contract if they've been doing their job. That's all I'm saying in that respect.
But I think it's just about talk. The reason why we're speaking about the Gini thing is you'll get top four, great. But like, is that the link that's like now stopping you? Like, cool. Now you might not get the title because it's now the fine margins that's going to be the difference.
You're asking a question that I've said it all along.
Cool.
I said the reason we're not going to win is because of our midfield is not good enough. That's that really.
So to wrap it up, if you're listening, Gini, Bilal does value you and he does want you back at the club.
He hasn't
Go on, do you want... If Liverpool have an opportunity in January to get him back at the club, should they sign him?
1,000%.
Okay, cool. There you go, Gini. The man who wouldn't mind losing you, now wants you back at the club. Take me back, baby. You know that was there. Take me back. Come back, sweet one. Anyway, Liverpool defensive issues? Not at the moment. I think at the moment they're doing all right. They're doing all right at the moment. Do they need to be more versatile with their formation? Again, as Bill says, only time will tell.